The first lawsuit against Johnson City and its police department related to the Sean Williams sexual assault cases was filed more than 2 years ago. Williams is an alleged serial rapist who is suspected of sexually assaulting more than 50 women and children. News Channel 11's Jeff Keeling has led our investigative coverage through it all. He's here with us today to talk about what could be a major development in the second civil lawsuit, one filed last year on behalf of multiple alleged victims of Williams that claims police corruption played a role in Williams not being charged with sexual assault. So Jeff, thanks for joining us today.
Sure.
I know it's a busy time for you. What is this new development?
Yeah, so it is the first in-person motion hearing. There's been lots of filings, and usually the judge will look at those filings, look at both sides' arguments, and then make a decision. In this case, Judge Joe McCook has said on this motion to compel, which is to ask for financial records, 10 years worth from police, that they come and argue that in person in front of her tomorrow. They're asking for years worth of records, and you know, the police have already filed, these police officers have already provided a lot of records. The plaintiff's attorneys say we need more.
So where do things stand? Bring us up to speed on all of this.
Sure. So, you know, this is a lawsuit that basically says that the Johnson City Police Department or members of it corruptly looked the other way while Sean Williams was allegedly committing serial sexual assault in his apartment in downtown Johnson City. And then based on Facebook posts that he wrote that the Johnson City Police Department was extorting money, they have filed this complaint saying they've deposed tons of witnesses, gotten reams of documents, and their basic claim is that Sean Williams was sex trafficking and that these women's constitutional right to equal protection was being violated because the police were looking the other way in exchange for bribes, basically.
So just like so much of this story, that's pretty explosive, pretty big information. What did the defense lawyers say now?
Look, the lawyers for the city and for these police officers say they've denied all of these claims, and they've continued to do that throughout all these filings. And now they're basically saying, look, we've offered a lot of evidence already. We've offered, these police officers have already offered up a lot of their bank records, and asking for 10 years worth of tax returns, 10 years worth of financial records is too much. They haven't proven anything so far, and this is an overly burdensome request is what they're claiming, so they shouldn't have to provide these records.
So why do you think the judge isn't just deciding based on both sides' written arguments?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to finding that out. You know, I mean, she might ask some probing questions of the defense tomorrow and say, hey, what's the problem with providing more records? Is there something that you're trying to hide? On the other hand, she may say to the plaintiff's attorneys, look, you've gotten all these records all this time, you've deposed handfuls of people, and you really haven't shown any proof yet, so I need you to show me why I should allow you to look at yet more records and cause these people to go to hours and hours of trouble to provide this for you. You know, look, lawsuits, there's never any love lost between the two sides, but this has been an extremely bitter lawsuit. There's been a lot of barbs and vitriol exchanged between these two sides over the last year, and you know, you got now apparent evidence that Sean Williams may have actually been committing these assaults. He was never charged when he lived in Johnson City, so you know, it's not a surprise that there's a lot of tension here, and we're going to find out tomorrow for the first time what lawyers on both sides have to say about it.
And now, just to be clear, this is happening tomorrow morning in Knoxville, right?
That's right, at a federal courthouse.
And so federal courthouse, you and I both know that means no cameras, just your notes and your, good handwriting skills. So I know that you'll be taking those notes in the morning.
That's right. Hoping to provide an interesting update tomorrow.
Yes, well, Jeff, we look forward to that. Thank you.